middle of the month already, my good men. But as always, welcome to the Freedom Page Podcast, where we lock into a free state of mind each and every pay week on all these of course. To my right, I got my main guy, my ace. My left, my right is me, Shawn, better known as the single me on all your socials.
You know.
And me, Kenny, man. I'm also known as King Catmaker on those socials. But today,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was good with you, man.
good, man. Long time no see, my man. How you been?
Yeah, man. It's been a lot, man. It's been a lot.
Got caught up last week, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, go. Man, we back, man. We back to talk about it all.
But yeah, man. Had to retire the suit jacket. The suit jacket is probably not coming back.
These ain't suit jacket months, man. It's got to be big money on the table for the suit jacket to come out these months. July and August.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we talking like merger, check signing, negotiation table. Like we talking about something serious, bro. I'm talking about it. Probably got to be from the vehicle to the event, back to the vehicle, back home. Like that's the only way the jacket's coming out, and everything's got to have the AC like on blast, man. Like I can't do it. Suit jacket is not happening.
Bottom must be cracked at this event. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, it's like, I can't just show, nope.
100%.
Like, I don't care how fly the suit look, not in this heat.
Yeah, man. 100%.
But what does the fly guy do in the summer now? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you supposed to do? When layers are your key, what you doing in the summertime? You can't really do it, brother.
I'm glad you asked, my good man. At this point, you make sure, you have the crispest shirts you can have, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta restock on the white button downs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta restock on the collar shirts, because now there's no hiding it, man. Like before, you could probably rock, a white shirt all week, but you had the jacket over. You probably had, the pocket square. You could, what I'm saying, like coordinate and all that. But now, man, you got to be very intentional with what you do, because they're paying attention now. There's nothing to hide behind.
They do. And you know what gem I came across not too long ago, as far as getting older, and when you were younger, you had the professional event you go to. You go to suit shop, Macy's, wherever you may go, and you get a brand new button up white for the event. You know what I'm saying? As far as make sure you got the French cuffs and all that. And hey, you throw it in the cleaners, you put it in the back of the closet. You never really look for that white shirt again. But as you go to work every day and need these button ups, nobody tells you gotta get these new button ups every so often. You should buy 4 to 5 at a clip. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause you're gonna be back. Like, it's only good for maybe one more cleaners in them. You know what I mean? But if you get caught in a real hot day with that white button-up joint, the neck get to a place where there's no return. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. As a gem, older dude told me, so stock up on them white button-up suit, man. Don't just get the tees, man.
Telling you, gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. And so I believe it was like either towards the end of June or beginning of July. It was going through my social media, man, and they were talking about like the top 10 Black-owned businesses, man. And within that list, I actually found an architectural company, and I was like, I got to bring this here because my man, he that's his thing, that's his juice, right? Mm-hmm. So they are called McKissack and McKissack. They have been in business, it's a family-owned business for over 119 years. They've been a leader in planning, design, and construction of more than 6,000 projects. And I believe they're based here in New York, if I'm looking at this correctly, man. Yeah, man. But I believe they're the ones who actually just did the JFK International Airport. Like they've got some pretty significant projects that they've done, man. If they haven't completed, and I think they did LaGuardia too. So yeah, man. Figure I'd bring that here.
Yeah, I gotta check the portfolio out. This is the Coney Island Hospital renovation too. Okay. All right. Hit the old career opportunities tab. But that's what's up, man. That's a good one.
Know it.
100 plus years in any business is always a salute. Shout out to them for sure.
Yeah. And just to correct myself, it was the top 10 longest owned, like open business, Black owned businesses. So it was really just highlighting all these companies that have been out there for so long. And, it's only right that we big them up, man. I was out early, man. And actually, I've been falling asleep a lot earlier lately, bro, because Today actually makes a week since I've had coffee.
You just hit the tea. You just hit tea. Good to go.
It's a mix of tea. When I'm at home, we don't really have a good tea setup yet, so I'll just have like some oranges or something to start the day. Try and get like some good like high fiber foods or whatever, man. But yeah, like it was like for a while, you know what I'm saying? It was just stuff wasn't feeling right, and I was just like, you know what, I gotta start cutting something out. And I happened to hang out with some fellas. And, one of them is actually a gastroenterologist, and he's like, well, what's the first thing that you eat in the morning? I'm like, I'm not a real breakfast person, but I drink coffee. And he was like, that's it? I was like, yeah, I'll probably have like 2, maybe 3 cups. He's like, try cutting that out, bro, because you know what I mean? It sounds like your diet isn't that bad. So maybe, you just do it one thing at a time and see what helps. And I can't lie, bro. Like 2 to 3 days later, chilling.
No issues. That's what's up. How do you feel no longer being a coffee man, though? That's
Oh,
kind
it's
of been
tough.
your thing since like college, right?
It's actually I got on late, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't get on the coffee until I met Shay. So we're talking
Okay. Oh, okay.
2010, 2011. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's definitely different. I ain't gonna lie to you. I went into the office yesterday and today. So far, so good. You know what I mean? Like I'm ducking the smell. I'm ducking, let's go downstairs and get some coffee invites. I let everybody know I'm not drinking coffee right now, so they know not to tempt me. But yeah, man, I went down to the little buffet shop that we have in the building, walked past all those delicious coffee pots, and, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing all right so far, man. I'll let you know what happens in the next week, though.
That's what's up. Because like it's funny if you do it one because we're creatures of habit, but for the little boost of energy, get the day kind of going. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Find something else to supplement that energy. Turns out you don't need it. That's what's up, man. Congrats.
The last time I tried to do this, bro, like the headaches were out of this world, but it was because I wasn't having any type of like substitute for that shit in the morning. So now I'm doing a little better.
Yeah. Whenever I got to go to work a little early than usual, I know me and Jen used to do the coffee thing in the morning. If I got to leave before she wake up, whatever, I got a cool little tea station set up at the job. I just do that, kind of swap it out. But yeah, as long as you get some sort of caffeine in you in the morning, bro, it's all the same. But tea is way healthier.
Got you. Definitely.
Any other softer updates? Are you stayed away?
Oh man, so not only did when we first go to that class did we realize that it wasn't beginner, and I think I may have mentioned this when I first brought it up, but they actually have this group follow each other for a year. So the next new class actually starts tomorrow at like 8:30 at night. That's the type of commitment my wife and I are not ready to make right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was just about to say, so what y'all doing tomorrow? Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't think we're ready for every Thursday, 8:30 to like 10 o'clock, just salsa dancing. I could see us one Thursday just kind of looking at each other like, you want to go? Nah, you want to go? Fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all of a sudden, my toes start hurting. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Okay. So we found another spot. It looks like they have it on Saturdays, though, right in the middle of the afternoon. So it's gonna have to definitely be a real commitment by us because a lot of stuff happens on Saturdays around that time,
especially summertime. Yeah,
right. So we're gonna let the next couple of weekends pass because we have a lot of stuff planned. But yeah, we're definitely gonna go back to it. But YouTube is always a great go-to. We found some really good instructors on YouTube to really just get our basics and our foundation down. And we're going to keep that going until we finally make it to class, man. And once we make it to class, that's it. We're rolling.
And the best part of on-demand training is it's there when you're ready, man.
That's it.
Hey, you free? Yeah, I'm free. Cool. Let's press play real fast.
That's it. Yeah, it'd be like, yo, I need to see that turn again, man. I missed something. Do that again. Live, appreciate you all tuning in. So I got some quick questions to get us started, man. It's been a while since I talked to you, brother, so I got to pick your brain. I've gone down the Pivot podcast rabbit hole and I'm loving it, bro. Those brothers are doing an amazing thing over there. Shout out to Ryan Clark, Channing Crowder, and Fred Taylor. and I got to watch that they recently had Tom Brady on. It, yeah, man. It's one thing to realize his greatness as a player, but to hear this man talk about his life in football, I mean, it was just amazing. So one of the things that he actually mentioned in his actual conversation was he doesn't agree that factions inside of a team is the right path. What do you feel about that?
I don't think it's something you strive for within the team. It just kind of organically happens. But even with Tom, him and Bill was the faction within the team. Like they had a connection that nobody else had. Not that they isolated anybody else, because everybody else was also welcome to join in these conversations. But they had a sense of peanut butter and jelly within the sandwich. You know what I mean? They were that glue. You know what I mean? I held it together. I think all teams need that inner team within the team to make sure the engine starts. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the engine started, all right, we're gonna need the windows blinking. We're gonna need you know what I mean? We're gonna need the tires rolling. Everything else can come on. But I think you definitely need that faction in every team.
Okay. Okay. So it was interesting when I heard it, it actually resonated with me because if our way forward, let's say our way forward is supposed to be an inclusive, equal opportunity type of team that's all about high performance and making people feel included and welcome. And that's like our overarching mission. But then you have factions in the team that do that in so many different ways. And some of those ways may not be really to the standard that we're saying at the top. So you'll have one team where their level of high performance is, what the hell is wrong with you? We've clearly explained that you need to do it this way. And they will only work with people who are understanding that that's just the job. That's just the way that we push people to perform, because we don't have time to really like babysit or coddle or worry about mental health. Whereas on another side, you'll have more of a listen to understand versus listen to speak, because they found that their team is more motivated that way, and they're versatile. They know that they have people on the team where you just tell them what you need to do and they get it done, versus you have people who probably need a little bit more hand holding because they may not be as efficient, but they understand the work. It's a totally different dynamic. Now, if the overarching goal is that the latter situation that I explained, that's how we approach everything. We listen to understand, not to respond, is our mission. That's our message.
Mm-hmm.
But the first situation that I said, the first scenario is what's happening in certain teams, those factions. I think that's where sometimes that's the wrong path for an organization, because now it 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 literally creates this atmosphere where you go 5 offices down and everybody's just chilling, having a good time, and then you go 5 offices this way and you won't hear a peep,
Mm-hmm.
because people are just afraid because they know they're going to get in trouble. They got more of a drill sergeant on them. So when Tom said that, that's what resonated with me. But it's interesting to hear your take on it. Like sometimes having different ideas in the factions can be beneficial. So I
Mm-hmm.
hear you.
Yeah. But I do agree with you though. Like I said, I don't believe it's if you're setting out to create this faction, I don't ever think that's the right way of going about it. But if it happens organically between one, two, three, depending on the size of the team, a few players in order to get it going, as long as it's for the success of the team, because that's what we all are here for at the end of the day, I think it's good. It's a little different in corporate aspect in that sense, because granted we are a team and we all want to see the team succeed. But
Mm-hmm.
if we all got a bottom line that we need to hit and standards, because we got a handbook that we got to all abide by as well, we should all be, you know what I mean, like you're saying in the beginning, it should all be an inclusive situation where we're all on the same page. Granted,
Yeah.
you got your hierarchy where some things
Oh
you
yeah.
just don't need to know about, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, I got you now. I got you now. I follow. Shout out to Tom,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, man. He had a lot of gems, man. I could literally ask you like 10 more questions just on that show, man. If you get a chance, man, check it out.
Yeah, I read it. I just jotted that one down. Cool.
um all right, so I got another one, man, and we like to go from serious topics to funny. So this is borderline what the hell are you talking about, but work with me
Yeah,
here.
I'm here
All
for you,
right.
brother. I miss you.
Say by this unfortunate circumstance, right? You pass away, but your kids get the opportunity to bring you back to ask you something that you never wanted them to know. Would you tell them the truth just because you want to stay in heaven, or because you feel like it's been enough time and they should know?
So sorry. The result of this answer declares if I get my pearly
That's
gate
right.
access. Oh nah, I'm not even playing this long game with y'all kids. I'll tell y'all when y'all get here. On this side of the fence, you know what I'm saying? But for right now, whatever you need to know, it's not important, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like whatever you thought was happening, that's what happened. And we'll talk about it when you on this side of the gate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if they
Gotcha.
put me down for that, and that's on the line, yeah, you got to die with that line. I'm already dead, so you got to die with me to get this side of the
You gotta die with me.
What about you? What about you? If they pulled you from the gates and heaven was on the line, you coming clean? You coming clean?
If it was to get in,
Get back in. Remember, you was illiterate. Right? You know what the club's like.
That's
you know what
right.
the club is like.
That's right. If it was to get back in, man, oh man, whoo. I don't know, man. I'd feel like it was enough time just so I could get back in, man. Like I'd feel like this is me showing the Lord that I am deserving of my spot. You know what I mean? Hallelujah. Like I feel like that would be my dedication to be like, yep, I'm back in. This is what's happening. Now, I don't know how my kids gonna feel about me depending on what they asking. You know what I mean? Or I should say my son. I don't know how my son's gonna feel about it. I know, right? Shay was about to come running in here like, you mean kids?
what you going to DR for again? Like, no. Oh shit.
But yeah,
that was advocate now. Like, all right, fuck it, you coming clean. You cool? You cool with going back up? Like, all right, y'all. Thanks for bringing me back. I'm happy you got that off your chest. I got some stuff off my chest. You go back up to go back to Jesus and the crew. They say, "Nah, we heard that shit you said on Earth, man. We gotta send you to the other side, man. That wasn't cool. We shouldn't let that route. You know what I mean? Like, how should? He's like, I thought this was a safe place. Like, what are you responding with?
Listen, the day I find out that my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is a renegger, I don't know if I can believe. I don't know if I can believe in him anymore. Like, I'm serious. Like, what do I do with that information? Shit. Like you said, if I go down there and I tell him the truth, I get back in. Now you reneging?
Go back to the pearly gates. Said, my brother, you still got hearts.
You know what I mean?
Like, oh no!
I'd be so hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I'd still like beg to get in, but I'd be so hurt. Like, what is this place? Like, have I been bamboozled this entire time? Like, I don't know.
Hey, if you gotta go see Saint, he might relate to you. Let me guess, you told the truth. It ain't like that, did you? Yeah. Come to the dark side, my brother.
Yo, man. I'd be hurt, man. I'd be seriously hurt, man. But... All right. So last one, and this one actually came up out of an innocent inquiry from one of the supervisors at my job. Planning this nice get together with their team, meets with the other management and says, hey, we should have a team picnic. Sounds like a decent idea, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know about in this heat, but in some decent weather, picnic it sounds nice. Another person on the team says, whoop. Can't use that word. It's racist. Supervisor goes, what? What you mean it's racist? Go, yeah, it's racist. So this information makes it back to me, and I'm like, nowadays you never know. So I go over to Dr. G, man, good old Google.
Yeah.
And it turns out there is this myth, this racial connotation of the word picnic being when a group of white people would go and pick an N-word and lynch them.
Okay, you pick a nigga. I recall, right. Yeah, I remember seeing something about this some time ago, but I dismissed it as far as It's happening. But okay, so
Right.
so the whole corporate picnic is on the kibosh. We can't find a way
So
to phrase it.
well, now it's like it's going to be like gathering. Now what hurts is I found out this is an actual like myth thing
Uh-huh.
after we just sent an email saying come to our Ola picnic.
Oh, someone
You
hit
know,
the go.
right?
Somebody hit the send button. Oh no.
Somebody hit the send button. Literally, when I got the text, I was like,
Oh no.
so I
Didn't
don't
get
know
the
if that's
memo.
gonna come back.
You gonna
I
have
don't know
that
if
one
it's gonna
woke
come back.
reply all like, I will not be attending this picnic.
You know it. You know there's
She got bullet
yes.
points.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a whole link and a thesis, everything. So now
Oh,
going deeper down the rabbit hole, first thing one of my colleagues, Frank, did was, he did the research and it looks like scholars have refuted this and said, this is purely like been pulled out of the air. There's nothing to support it.
okay.
But in speaking to some of the DEI experts at, my job, they say, they've heard it too, but they haven't really gone that far as to really like dig deep into it because it can open a can of worms in a lot of situations, but they do refrain from using the word. So I was like, you know what? This podcast will probably be the last time you hear me say that word because nowadays
Now
this
I got a weird stigma around it. You don't even want to, you know what I mean?
right, it's a very sensitive world we live in now, and who knows, this will be what they highlight if they ever, make us go viral, right? It'll be the bad thing.
I hate to go for this shit. But yeah, so that's why POCs go to barbecues. We
Yeah.
don't call it that. I'm not sure of the last POC, PICNIC I seen. Like you know what I'm saying. So yeah, all right. Well, interesting. Always find some new shit out.
Definitely. Absolutely. All right, man. So going on to This Can't Be Life, man. Oh Lord. Before we get into the debate, the presidential debate that happened, I know we're late, but that's why we call this episode Late Entry. Um, the result of that debate, of course, was a lot of people saying, should Joe Biden be replaced? And would Kamala Harris be the replacement? And there seems to be this viral picture or rumor around going on saying she would become the first DEI president. Did you happen to see this?
No, I did not, sir. What
Exactly.
the fuck?
Exactly.
Christ.
This can't be real life, man. You can't make this stuff up. Do I think he'll be replaced? I honestly don't know, man. I know where my knowledge and my understanding stands, and it's not with politics. But if they were to replace him with her, I think going with the first DEI president is messed up. First woman president, first Black woman president. I would lean on those first. Those have stronger, I want to say significance. But the DEI thing, you can just tell like they're finding ways to attack DEI in so many ways. And if you've never heard DEI, it's diversity, equity, and inclusion. So yeah, man, I saw it and I was just like, wow, like you just can't win in this world trying to do anything. But this can't be real life.
No, and technically she should have been a second anyway. But yeah. All right. Yeah, internet gonna keep internet, man. If it's clickbaity, they gonna say some wild shit, and that is definitely some wild shit, bro.
Yeah,
For sure. All right. I do wonder if this is what, and honestly, if this is what a black job is. I like to see it. I like to see it, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yes, we will see. We will see. And speaking of black jobs, man, I think that's a perfect segue into having a brief conversation about the presidential debate. I'm just gonna jump one topic and then we'll go back to that one.
Sure.
So now I don't know if did you happen to watch any clips or even the entire debate? Nothing.
Clips at its maximum.
So I did happen to catch a good piece of it and then I had to turn it off, man, because it was just it was a master class in finagling the bagel when it comes to Trump, man. This guy, he should have been a lawyer. If you really ask me, he should have been a lawyer. He knows how to talk that talk, even if it makes no sense, if it has zero facts, he knows how to he has that gift of gab. You can see why he's been a great businessman. But when he got to the point of saying, the immigrants are taking all the Black and Hispanic jobs, I mean, that one just had me like, what does that mean? What is a Black or Hispanic job? Like, and our people, they ain't waste no time. They went to Instagram, they went to Twitter, X, or whatever, and they just started listing what they would think were Black jobs. And I don't know if it's that we've been oppressed for so long that we just try to turn everything into a joke. Because
yes,
you know what
yes.
I mean? There's just certain,
absolutely.
because there's just certain races that would have never stood for no disrespect like that. But for us, we just always find a way to spin something to I want to say make us sit with it better. It's weird.
Yeah, that whole shut up and dribble thing is further than like just the surface of the line. You know what I mean? I did see one lighthearted, I guess, meme, as you would say, where it was a gentleman. He was on a golf course, looked like maybe a team of maybe 10 to 15 Black people, all grown men, adults playing golf. And he tried to catch up right before saying, "Hey, sir, what do you consider as a Black job?" And it's dope because all like 12 of them had wild prestigious jobs. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, you know what I mean? I was like, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is how you do this is how you spin this shit. You know what I'm saying? So kids can see like, oh, there are other things to do other than whatever they are talking about as far as the president is concerned. You know what I mean? But that was one nice spin I did see on it throughout the week.
Yeah. All right. I respect that.
Yeah. Like you said, masterclass and bullshit. Yeah, he's been doing it for decades at this point. So he's just trying out new platforms, and they're gonna keep letting him do it. So here we are.
Yeah, man. And then on Biden's side, man, like I was nervous. Like you could tell something was wrong. There were a couple times it looked like he was really, probably about to pass out. And then there's that infamous part where, they're asking him, about the debt issue. And then he has like a 6-second pause. And then he jumps to, "We beat Medicare." And I was just there. I was like, was there like a glitch on the TV? Like,
that was one clip I saw. I was like, is my streaming fucking up? I was like, you know what I mean? I just like, when I seen, I just like, yeah, they were saying throughout the week, like, yeah, this is well past his bedtime. He's got other things he needs to be worrying about. He's up very, very early. So this time of night is just kind of beyond him. You know what I mean? But I was like, this is, as the president, he needs to make some changes in order to succeed on this front. Whatever the old tradition was past 8 o'clock, if your body can't handle it, my man, you can't answer some questions with a straight on face, when the country needs you to answer with a straight on face, my nigga, I need you to slide this on back to either Pacific time or some other thing where it benefits you and your schedule. You know what I mean? But I ain't like that at all. He kind of, shot his foot on that one.
Definitely. All right. So we're gonna switch over to movies, man. And I gotta do some research to see if this is really something true, but I found it hilarious and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna bring it here, right? So there's this reel, and shout out to whoever sent it to me. I can't remember right now because I'm old, but the rumor has it that The Last Dragon, the infamous movie that a lot of us old folks remember, there is a rumor that for the roles of Leroy and Shogun, Mario Van Peebles, Wesley Snipes, Lawrence Fishburne, and Denzel Washington actually auditioned for these parts. Now, this is too much to actually go and research. I probably would have to go look at any like interviews they've done. But I said, let's entertain it, bro. Can you see any of those people in those roles?
Wesley, just because I know Blade exists, right? maybe. Lawrence Fishburne, he has some Matrix in him. He could probably, the visuals wasn't popping back in '85 when this was out, but he probably could have did something. Mario Van Peebles, he's too stuck in the cop world than me. I don't see him doing anything outside of that. But to hit Denzel audition for something and ain't get it, it's shocking. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think Denzel, But hey, equalize is the real thing. But that's a funny. But I think Wesley out of that group probably would have been the one to make it.
I agree
One of
with
them
you.
had to be picked. One of them had to get picked.
I agree with you. I think I would have liked Wesley as Shogun. Could have totally seen him as Shogun.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Mario Van Peebles as Leroy. I feel like Denzel dodged the bullet in his career because if you look at both those actors, I don't know another significant movie that they were in after
Ain't seen them since. Respectfully.
Right.
Hey, beautiful movie. I just seen it like 2 weeks ago again. Just because I was like, fuck it, I ain't seen this in that long. Let me see if he still catch the bullet. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was I haven't seen him niggas since. Like,
Yeah.
I had to look his name up before the show. Tamik Garelio was Leroy, or better known as Tamik now, and just he's like some Madonna type shit. He just goes over one name now. But I ain't seen him since '85, brother. I ain't seen
him. No, sports is not everybody's thing, but we're starting out with the ladies, man. WNBA has been rocking and rolling since the Phenoms Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have entered the league, and these ladies are breaking records left and right, selling out arenas. And let me tell you something, Angel Reese, like girl is unstoppable, bro. Like
she's a rebound magnet. Like the ball just kind of it just sticks to her hand as far as I mean how she gets it done. But yeah, she's been getting it done on the boards and on the points. Caitlin Clark kind of snuck in on the back end, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I see your double, and I raise you one. You know what I'm saying? She was able to be the first rookie to pull in the whole triple-double joint. But it's dope. I'm just happy to see women breaking these new records, especially the rookies at that. You know what I mean? It's good to see that the league, the WNBA is going in a great direction. Great direction.
Yeah, and Caitlin was kind of knocking on that door for a while. You kept seeing her getting like 6 boards, 7 board games, and then, having like 8 assist games, 10 assist games. And then that game, man, you just saw it kind of coming together. And it was special. I think it was even against the Liberty in that get back game that they got. But yeah, man, these two ladies are rocking and rolling, man. So if you got young girls in your family right now that want to play this sport, they need to be watching these ladies, get the foundations right, see, the work that they're putting in. But what's beautiful about when you see the Angel Reese's, man, is great for those girls, to see a star that looks like them. And, the way that what Caitlin Clark has done for the game, we can't knock it. But there's a lot of stars in the league right now that are really doing their thing. So if you got a chance, man, check it out.
Before we move on from WNBA, I know it's so early, but who you got right now for your rookie of the year so far, my brother?
Oh, I got Angel, man. I got Angel Reese, man. I think what she's doing and who she's doing it against is pretty remarkable. Like, it took some time for Caitlin to kind of really get into her groove. From what I remember, man, Angel came out the gate just rebounding, double-doubles. Like, it's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard to say she's not the rookie of the year right now. I think one game she was damn near close to 20 points and 20 rebounds. I don't think we've ever seen a rookie come in and get close to that since Asia Wilson. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's crazy. UConn legend, New York legendary point guard Kemba Walker announced his retirement on the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast with Carmelo Anthony and is it Mero?
Yeah, Mero.
Mero.
Just Mero. Just Mero now.
I know, right? Amazing point guard. Respect to him, man. The iconic press conference when he was on the Knicks, when he had the purple do-rag and the Dior bubble. That goes down in NBA history, man. Yeah. That's more Brooklyn than we've ever seen in this world.
That's a fact. He almost too much Brooklyn in that interview. It's too much. But shouts to Kemba, man. Good career. I wish he was able to squeeze a chip out, but good career, man. He definitely held it down.
Definitely. So hey, listen, man. LeBron. Like, listen, the Jordan and LeBron debate, we can save that for another day. Mm-hmm. Right now, what this man has been able to do, entering his 22nd season, NBA season, I think, is about to play NBA basketball with his son. This is the first time and probably the only time you'll hear me say that LeBron is in rare air when it comes to Michael Jordan, right? The longevity and the foresight to actually see this through, not only be there as a player, as a teammate, but then be involved in his kid's life to the point where he didn't get Bronny in the NBA. Let's be real here. He gave him a path, he gave him a blueprint, and Bronny followed it. You know what I mean? Bronny followed it.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you finish.
Bronny followed it because he could have easily decided, you know what, Pops, I'm gonna do high school, but then I'm gonna go get this bag. I'm gonna probably, build a company, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna take this money you made me, and I'm gonna just go do some other stuff. But he really wanted to be in the NBA. So go ahead, brother.
I'm not gonna say he ain't get his boy in the league, but I don't listen, man. God's gonna sound like so much hate. He wasn't even the best nigga on his college team. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it in a buck. You know what I'm saying? Not that he doesn't deserve to be in the league. He absolutely does. You know what I'm saying? He was picked to be there, and I understand that. But I just felt there were other people that were better than him that could have got that 55th pick to go to the LA Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, the boy had a heart attack last spring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot going against him outside of your last name being James Jr. You know what I'm saying? So, but shouts to him. Love the fact that it worked out. And hey, man, it's LeBron James' son out there. Like, I'm just waiting for the announcers. I just want to know when he loses that. At some point, Ray J wasn't Brandy's brother. You know what I'm saying? He was just Ray J. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I want to know how long it's going to take for, people to be like, oh, LeBron James' son is here? Oh, where is he? Like, you know what I mean? Let me see him. You know what I mean? I want to know. I can't wait for that to kind of fade away. But he's going to be fine, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if there wasn't a cooler path that could be made for him. And his pops took care of that. I know a lot of people looking at their pops like, what have you done for me lately? You know what I mean? But he has done the job of a dad and then some. And then some. Shouts to him.
Absolutely, man. Listen, we've seen people do that for their sons for a long time. We've seen legacies get into colleges. Absolutely. If LeBron wants to start the trend of making sure that his sons get into the NBA, so be it. This is a good thing, people. Sometimes nepotism is it means that you are actually in power. You've done something with your life to actually put yourself in a position to say, no, I want that person right there. There's no interview process, none of that. Yeah, they can go through the motions of sitting with you and answering some questions. That's the person that's going to get this job. Are we clear? All right, let's keep this thing rolling.
In hindsight now, let me be devil's advocate for you. You think Michael Jordan could have did more for his son?
Let me tell you something.
He was hooping, man. He shot the hoop.
Let me tell you something. Mike probably knew his kids wasn't going to play basketball from a long time ago. Mike probably put them through some drills and said, nah, man, you got it. I don't think he foresaw them dating his former teammates' wives and shit, but I think he saw something early that said, nah, you're not ready. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be a certain level of work ethic that I think LeBron has too, that he passed on to his sons.
Absolutely.
There's a certain level of work ethic for you to actually make it on a team and be successful, that your father can't do for you. And, by every NBA analyst, you know what I'm saying, that has agreed with this road, he has done that. So, like you said, when we tip off in November, October, we'll see. I don't know how much time he's going to get with the actual Lakers. He might be with the G League team for most of the season. But when he finally gets to that stage and he gets those minutes, we'll find out.
That's for sure. But he's gonna be fine though. I got full faith in the system. It's gonna be dope. But hey, man, Bronny James not even the best nigga in this house. But whatever, man. we're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling.
Definitely, man. So big news came out today regarding the NBA via Associated Press. The Athletic was actually the first to report on this. the NBA agrees to terms on a new media rights deal worth 76. I'm gonna say it again, $76 billion.
It's a B. It's a B, y'all.
Big B's, big business. This is going to be for 11 years. Now, it still has to go through the league's board of governors to be approved. But this sets the league record for any media deal as far as length and value. This takes effect for the 2025-2026 season. So not this upcoming season, this fall, season after. This ensures the players' salaries are going to be phenomenally increasing for the foreseeable future. But here's the kicker if you're an NBA fan. If you've been a fanatic of TNT, remember, they're breaking up the band, right? Shaq, Charles, Kenny, all of them, they're going somewhere else, right? TNT has 5 days to match the offer that ESPN, ABC, and NBC and Amazon Prime have made to air the games. So this is going to be interesting. I don't know if TNT is getting out of the sports business. I'm glad to see NBC getting back in, man. NBA on NBC was our thing when we were growing up. So it's great to see that that's back, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I hope they bring the music back again. I don't think they got that bread, though. We'll see.
Definitely. We'll see, man. Maybe Joe Budden's raps on it again. Who knows, man? I know they're gonna try and come back right. They're gonna have to definitely come back right. But on to my Celtics, man. On to my 18 championships, best team in the NBA this year. You know what I mean? Boston Celtics. They locked up two of their very much big time players. We're gonna start with Derek White, man. He got a 4-year, $125 million deal. And my man Jason Tatum, 5 years, $314 million. Biggest contract in the NBA. Of course, we knew it was coming. And fresh off of a chip, I mean, this was just guaranteed for him, man. Super happy for the boy.
314, that's almost MLB numbers, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Definitely. Then just rounding out some other moves, DeMar DeRozan head to the Sacramento Kings on a 3-year deal worth $76 million. Tyrese Maxey, young boy that's been doing this thing in Philly, 5 years, $204 million extension. He's going to be joined by new teammate Paul George, who signed a 4-year, $212 million deal with the Sixers, man. But this next move was a big shocker to me. Klay Thompson, man, long-standing Golden State Warrior, one half of the Splash Bros. It's going to Dallas, bro.
You want to get him over that hump, man. But listen, man. I think Golden State made the right move. As an organization, you think they made the right move?
I think so. I think at this point, you're looking at how many years you got left with Steph, and you want to give him the best opportunity to win. Now, at the same time, is what Klay wanted going to help you put pieces around you to really have like a good team? And who knows, man? Maybe that didn't work, or who knows, man? But I still think the Draymond Green punch in practice is what blew this whole thing up. I'm sorry to say
it. I would hate for it to have been a money issue, because 3 years for 50 ain't really a lot. NBA, as far as NBA numbers is concerned, like, don't get me wrong, they paid this man a lot more in the past. I don't think he wouldn't have. I think he would have took a 2-year 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he was willing to take a 3-year 50, I think he'd take something short of the kind of leave as a Golden State Warrior. But that was rough to see, man. It's tough cookies for him. But hey, man, shouts to Dallas. They got them a shooter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As long as he shows up. Definitely. Last time we seen him, I think it was like 0 for 10. But as long as he shows up, you know what I mean, they're gonna have something.
Yeah, man. There was a lot of talk about last season. He was just, burnt out, didn't feel it. The atmosphere was toxic. So fresh start for him, and it's on a team that's fresh out the finals. So, it gives them a chance to win, man. Another significant player that made a move that was pretty interesting to me, man. Chris Paul ended up signing a 1-year deal with the Spurs. I honestly thought he would have went over to the Lakers to be more of like a mentor to Bronny, really like teach him the game from a point guard standpoint. But yeah, he went over to the Spurs, and if you look at the way that Wembanyama has been training, playing over in France, I think it was a smart move for him, man. Like he's teaming up with a pretty good dude.
The boy's good, and he catches every alley thrown in the vicinity. So the boy's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think Chris Paul and that team is good news for them. I think him and Popovich is going to be a good just having two brains on the court at all times. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, Chris Paul, I don't think it's a team he doesn't fit in with. He's a really good point guard. He still has the ability, even coming off the bench. Like, yo, you're starting to need some minutes. Chris Paul can fill the job for a few minutes until, you get your breath back. You know what I mean? But it's Chris Paul. Hopefully, I don't know how many more of these 1 years he got in him. But I know he's kind of ring chasing at this point. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see, man. We shall see.
Absolutely. And then Donovan Mitchell got an extension over in Cleveland. 3 years, $150 million. So we'll see what they put around him to see if Cleveland can get that magic back. But right now, the big talk is Team USA, man. We are getting ready for the Olympics in Paris. I believe they start later this month. And it's feeling real legendary, man. The squad is really, really good. It's got some of your favorite players on there. But the news that really shocked me today, man, Kawhi Leonard withdrew.
Were you shocked, though? Like shocked?
I didn't see it coming.
Okay.
Like, I really didn't see it coming. Because, first of all, I mean, I'm pretty sure they asked you if you'd like to play. And he said yes.
Yeah, he got a jersey and everything.
Yeah. Now, granted, if this is like something emergent, then I get it. But yeah, I was shocked, man. I thought Kawhi was perfect for this. He's got that mentality, defensive oriented, can score. Thought he was going to be, really something, a crucial part of this team. So yeah, I was very shocked to see the withdrawal.
Like, the withdrawing is one thing, but the press release, the way the team did it, was kind of rubbed me the wrong way as far as, hey, he's working through some stuff, but we'd rather him work through the stuff without the pressure of the Olympics, so he'll be ready for our team come October again. I'm like, all right, a little selfish, but it is your guy's press release, so why wouldn't it be a little selfish? You know what I mean? But I thought, like you said, I thought he would have said some words finally and said why he would want to do it, but nah, in Kyrie fashion. They put some paperwork out for him. You know what I'm saying? So.
Definitely. And to Tanya's point, he's been replaced by Derek White. Now, I'm not here. Yeah. I'm not here to knock anybody's opportunities, but we got a lot of really good players that are originally from the United States in the NBA. And we landed on Derek White. Jaylen Brown,
like, still out there. Like both them boys are just playing for the goal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know, man.
I don't know if Jalen Brunson's hurt, but Jalen Brunson, like,
there were so many other options.
Jimmy okay? Like, I think he's still hurt. That's probably what's wrong with Jimmy.
He must still be hurt.
Like, is Zion okay? Like, I'm like,
anybody else, any other future Hall of Famer that want to do this? Because there's nothing but other Hall of Famers on this team, and now he might be the only one that got a questionable HOF jacket in the future. Like, out of everybody on the roster, he the only one you're looking at. Like, I don't know if he's first ballot. I don't think he's first ballot. Like, you know what I'm saying? But listen, Derek's on the team. It is what it is. But the other 12, 13, 14 people, everybody's a Hall of Famer. Who are you picking to be your starting five? It's like,
ooh.
Yeah, they got Bam, Devin, Steph, AD, KD, Anthony Edwards, like Joel Embiid. Like, at some point has to play. Tyrese Halliburton got in. Drew's there. Oh, I'm sorry. Jason Tatum is still on the squad. And my bad. And LeBron James is on the fucking team. Like,
definitely.
Who's your starting five first game?
I gotta go with Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, LeBron James, KD, and Joel Embiid.
Joel? All right. I wasn't sure we could pick Joel the Bam. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But yeah, it's way too many stars here. This is like a coach's. I don't know if it's like a coach's dream or a coach's nightmare. As far as looking down the bench and having nothing but like
Yep.
Anybody want to play because anybody can do the job. You know what I mean? Come on in. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody needs to play.
I see Tanya said Kyrie. I don't know if Nike would do that, man. Nike already got their feelings about Kyrie. So I don't know if they would have, that was the first person they would call. It'd be interesting if it was, and he just said, he gave him the bird.
It's just way too many politics, unfortunately, surrounding the Kyrie getting. He deserves to be there, of course, but it's just a lot of politics, a lot of red tape.
Yeah, and then Halliburton is questionable. I'm not surprised. I was a little shocked that he made it to the roster. I mean, you saw him in that Pacers Celtics series go down and never come back. So it's a quick turnaround to say, yeah, I'll play. I don't know, man. So I agree.
We shall see.
All right, man. Listen, we are at that time, man. TV shows, movies, music recommendations. Give me some good news, bro.
I am caught up on House of Dragons. That's all I got. Man. Are you caught up on House of Dragons? Did you see the last one?
I'm caught up on House of Dragons.
All right. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert if you ain't see it. Have to be some shit.
Definitely.
But I gotta ask you, man, when you got the biggest dragon in the land, right? What's a world to do? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all know it. He knows it. He just goes like scorch earth and take what's left if he wanted to. You know what I mean? But I'm happy they are starting to pick up as far as speed goes in the show. Thank God.
Yes, because the last, what was it, episode 2, when we couldn't talk about it, what was it? They had a seashell in there, and nobody gives a damn about seashells. I was not understanding where the hell they was trying to go with that shit. And then the episode before that, I thought Rhaenyra was very fucking ballsy, just trying to meet up with the queen. She
thought she was Clark Kent. Just threw a hoodie on, like, hey, nobody's gonna know it's me. You just mosey on in, blending with the, you know what I mean, with the priest, with the priest daughters. Like, I'm like, bruh. But yeah, that was ballsy. Question off the new episode. How do you feel about Plan B back then?
Dude, that shit is wild, man. Like, just to get a little drink like that and then see how people react. That was wild, man. Man.
The queen is outside. Like,
yo. I was like, who's she banging now? Like,
I'm like, yo, I don't even know if it's Coles. Like, I don't know. But it was funny to see Plan B way back when.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then, you know, the king definitely proved you shouldn't ride a dragon drunk. Like, drinking and flying is just as bad as drinking and driving. Like, it's not good. It's not good.
Not for nothing. If it wasn't for his man's with the patch, he probably would have survived the trip. Like, you know, drunk and all. You know, but hey, well, you got ops, man, and you think they're on your team? It's a bad look. It's a bad look.
Yo, he looked at him and he just said the truck car is. And I was like, oh.
I was like, wow.
He's cooking his brother.
I did not see that coming. But here's my question for you. With him now gone, right? Is she not now the rightful heir?
I believe so, because I don't think it's gonna go to the dude with the patch. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this flows, because if you really think about it, then doesn't this now go to Rhaenyra?
That's what I'm saying. It goes back to her.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was supposed to be her in the first place, but then they kind of, they did the little coup to get out, get him in. But he's gone now, so now everybody assumes it would go back to its rightful owner, but she don't own the big dragon in the land, so I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work out. I don't know how it's gonna work out. It's my dragon versus your bloodline. Good luck, bitch. Like, I'm torching your whole block. Like, you know what I mean? So we gotta see. You gotta
And I
see
gotta
him.
see if he's officially dead too. I gotta see them, put the coins on the eyes and all that, man. Because you know what I mean.
Okay.
They just showed you like a little wooden box coming in, but
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
know if
yeah.
he's just in there kind of cooked a little bit, but he's still breathing. I don't know.
Speaking of the way they do the funerals, like a few episodes back, but I thought that little boy's head was gonna roll off when the
Bro,
wheel got stuck. Oh
I
my god! I was like, yo, if them stitches pop right now, it's gonna be mayhem in the streets.
mm-hmm,
Oh
mm-hmm.
shit! But thank God they held on. Thank God they held on.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. And Damon's getting on my nerves, man, with these hallucinations that he's having. You know what I mean? I'm like, really, bro? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it, man. He's running around the castle like the weekend in that video with the mirrors, man. He's just like going crazy. I don't get it.
Nigga got on a silk robe and a long sword, just running around town
Yeah.
in a rainy castle. I'm like, fam, go back to sleep. This ain't it.
Big facts. And then some random woman gives you a drink and you just drink it. Like
I didn't think he was gonna
that's what
drink it.
happens. That's what makes bad things happens at clubs. Like you know what I mean? Like we saw the origination of a date rape drug. Like she just handed him a drink. And he said, "Yeah, sure." Nigga, next thing you knew, he was at a table making big decisions. Like
big decisions. I'm like, that's the roofie of all roofies. You just showed up. You just showed up at a meeting. Like, yo, fam. I thought I was going to sleep. I done woke up, got dressed, came downstairs. Like hell, court was in. There was introductions and shit.
I'm telling you. I'm telling
you.
Man.
And who are you? He said, and who are you? He's like, oh, I thought you was listening. Like, yeah, that was bad funny.
And you saw his man to his right looking at him like, bro, we've been here for about an hour. What you mean, who is that? Like,
he said, where was your man? So,
yo. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. Oh, man. All right. So, yeah, man, I agree with you. I'm glad it's getting better because I was about to come on here and rip this show a new one. If somebody didn't get cooked, man, I'm telling you. Like,
I needed death and I needed it fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? They still held it to the end. But but still. But yeah, I need more action and a lot faster rate.
Yeah. So another really good show to recommend also on Max is The Outs. Well, I think it's just called Outsider. And it's a very interesting twist on the mythological being that is told in stories, I believe, in Latin culture called El Cuco. And pretty much it's this creature that feeds off grief and chaos. And in this movie, though, it's feeding off grief and chaos, but it's really thriving when it, and I hate to say this, it pretty much butchers kids. And I'm really lowballing what it's really doing to these kids, but it's doing some really heinous things to kids. And the wild thing about it is how it does it, man. It without telling you exactly what happens, but it's you got to watch it and see how it's such a twisted story. I think it's about, keep me honest, babe, it's like 13 seasons. But it's really, really good. I mean, 13 seasons, 13 episodes. Sorry about that, y'all.
I'm like, I'm never gonna catch up.
13 seasons? Like, what is this, Grey's Anatomy?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's 13 episodes, but it's really, really good if you're into that, like, mythological stuff, those bedtime stories that they bring to life.
Big fan.
But yeah,
big
man.
Fan.
Yeah.
You said Outsiders, right? All right, I add that to the watch list.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one other show. I didn't get to put it down. You caught up on The Boys? Have you ever watched The Boys yet?
There was one season that we ended up stopping, but go ahead, bro.
Okay. Oh no! I was just gonna say because they got in the middle of the new season. There's been some wild shit. But if you ain't seen it, don't even worry about it. Good show. Good show.
All right, man. So switching over to Netflix, man. Netflix has been on a roll, y'all. I'm going to start with Supercell. This show literally is Top Boy meets Avengers. I gave it an 8 out of 10 rating. This is literally like if you watch Top Boy, imagine them getting superpowers. Like it's insane, bro. And it has the whole it's shot in London It was actually created by Ratman. He's actually signed to Rock Nation. He's a rapper, screenwriter, producer out of the UK. And he's known for using his music to address conscious issues in the world. And in creating this show, you see him, having these people who have these powers. And I love the show, man. If nobody's watching it yet, it's really good.
All right. Supercell, Supercell. All right. Another one for the watch list. Another one for the watch list.
Definitely, definitely. And then there's a series called Sprint. It actually follows the 2023 nationals in track and field. It's got superstars like Noah Lyles, Shakari Richardson, Sharika Jackson out of Jamaica, Gabby Douglas. It's really, really good. It gave me a newfound respect for sprinters and seeing the work ethic that they go through, seeing some of the trials and tribulations that they face. And, they're all getting ready for the Olympics this year. So, if you're a fan of running or you're just a fan of a good work ethic, and Noah Lyles and Shakari Richardson, if you don't know them, they are characters in themselves, but they earn it. They've backed it up. So if you haven't checked that out, man, Sprint on Netflix.
Okay. Sweet. Got some shit to watch.
Yeah. Then we found a bit of a gem, man. It's called Savage Beauty. And I don't know exactly what country it's out of, but it's this really like crazy up and down roller coaster story of this family that has this beauty company, but it was built on some wild stuff. And it's got that vengeful backstory to it. And you just see so many different things happening along the way throughout until the end. So if you're into that whole revenge story type thing, that's another really good one, man.
Was that one a show or a movie?
It's a show.
It's not making 90-minute movies no more, man. Sometimes you want to get in. Everybody got these long movies now, man. They call them shows.
Yeah, man. And then two trailers that really caught my eye. We went to go see Inside Out 2, Mufasa, man. And it's funny, Darius came to my wife and I and said, they're making a new Mufasa movie. I said, no, they're not. We would have seen if they were doing that. He was like, put the trailer on. You know what I'm saying? Just go on YouTube, put the trailer on right now. So we go to YouTube now. Sometimes YouTube be jiving you, man. They be making it seem like a movie coming out, but they really be putting like little clips of the old movie, but making it seem like it's new. But Mufasa, like the story of how he became the Mufasa we know, is actually coming out. I think it's later this year, and it looks good from the trailer so far.
I wonder, is it more like a prequel before he got the before?
Yeah.
Okay. They're gonna show him being a hater. I like that. Because I never liked this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, dope. All right. See how he got that scar and shit.
So it's funny. They didn't really show Scar. They just showed Mufasa. So it's gonna be interesting how they introduce Scar.
Okay.
Yeah. And then listen, man, Denzel continues to amaze me. Trailer for Gladiator 2 dropped, and Denzel's in there. And this dude, man, I don't think there's a role. Yeah, man. I don't think there's a role Denzel can't do.
I'm mixing. I don't know if I'm mixing movies in my head. You said Gladiator?
Gladiator 2, brother. So this is supposed to be after oh God. Oh man, I'm forgetting his name.
This is Sparta Gladiator?
This is after Russell Crowe dies. You know what I mean? One of the kids that watched him, go through that battle and a slave that became an icon. And now this is, the sequel to that.
They got Denzel to do it? Oh shit.
Yeah.
I got it.
So Denzel is I gotta see exactly what his role is, but he's almost like the person that has the slaves that are gonna become gladiators, and he's pretty much talking the kid into becoming a gladiator.
All right, go. Yeah, Denzel, stay with the gig. All right, I ain't mad at it.
And man, we'll have a job forever, man. Forever.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, brother. Any closing thoughts before we get up out of here?
Shit. It's already July, middle of July almost, pretty much. Nothing crazy, man. Stay cool out there if you could, man. Don't make if you got to meet up, make sure the sun is down, and you know what I mean. And outside of that, stay cool, man. Stay cool out there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, man. Before we get up out of here, the usher he gave a speech on the last BET Awards, man, and that's a whole nother conversation about where that award show has gone these days. But in his message, he actually did something really creative with ego, and he broke it out saying, "Express goals out loud." Now, of course, he said, "I know there's an L in there, but hey, listen, y'all gonna roll with it, right?" You know what I mean? But it really resonated with me, man, because I know a lot of times we all are going after certain things in life. Some things we do want to, share and say out loud. Some things we really keep to ourselves because that just helps us really go through the process. And we'll talk about it when we're ready, if we're ready. But I like the twist on it because I think in some cases we do need to be expressive of what our goals are. Because even if you're not saying it to someone or posting it on social media, if you have it for yourself, like you have a vision board, I know a lot of my friends have those, or you're writing things down. I think there's something about expressing it out loud that's like a promise to yourself. Like, we've said this, we have this goal. Now, what are we gonna do to get there? And I really hope that all of you use that version of ego as we are at the tip, at that half year point of the year, where now, the next 6 months, what is it that we can do to at least make sure that this 365 wasn't something that we can look back and be like, oh man, like I could have done this. I didn't get a chance to do this. No day like today, no time like the present, man. Y'all stay safe, live, love, man. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the show where you are now released back into your regularly scheduled programming. Corporate life, parental life, entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you do, we salute you. I'm Senor Lee. I'll see you next pay week where we lock back in to a free state of mind.